The roads are full of surprises, but some moments turn into real disasters. In this video, we will witness the most dangerous accidents caused by deadly driver mistakes. We will analyze the causes, reveal the details, and learn how to avoid such situations before it's too late. Fasten your seatbelts, because things are about to get intense. Accident 1. A car speeds recklessly toward an intersection while other vehicles wait at the red light. But suddenly, impact. Debris flies and the speeding car crashes into everything in its path. Did the driver lose the brakes at the worst moment? Or was he drunk, unaware of his surroundings? Either way, the result is catastrophic. Regular brake checks can save lives, and never driving under any influence is not an option, it's a necessity. In a moment of lost control, finding a safe exit can mean the difference between survival and disaster. A terrifying scene, but a lesson that must never be forgotten. Accident 2. Traffic moves smoothly, but the driver behind is distracted by his phone. He stares at the screen, unaware that the road ahead is constantly changing. Seconds pass, and he still doesn't look up, until it's too late. A sudden collision. Fortunately, the speed was low, and the damage was minor. But what if the situation had been different? One moment of negligence can mean disaster. Focusing on the road is not just a rule, it's the difference between a safe journey and an accident with no return. Accident 3. In an unexpected moment, a driver suddenly stops in the middle of the road. The car behind slams the brakes with full force and barely manages to stop in time. But the next driver isn't as lucky. The distance is short, and braking is not enough. A violent crash. The impact pushes the cars forward, creating chaos within seconds. One sudden stop shows the importance of maintaining a safe distance, because sometimes even the fastest reaction isn't enough to prevent a disaster. Accident 4. A clear red light, but this driver doesn't stop. He speeds straight into the road, unaware that another car has the right of way. And in a split second, impact. What caused this? Ignoring the red light and rushing without thinking. How do we avoid this? Never run a red light. Always check the road, because 1 second of impatience can turn your life upside down. Accident 5. The road is open, and the light is green. The driver moves forward with confidence, but suddenly, out of nowhere, another vehicle enters his lane without warning. There is no time to stop, no room to swerve, and the violent crash happens in an instant. What caused this? Failing to check for traffic before turning and reckless maneuvering. How do we prevent this? Even if you have the right of way, never assume others will follow the rules. Stay alert at all times, because one mistake can cost everything. Accident 6. And here we see the same mistake, but from a different angle. A driver believes the road belongs to him, ignoring the rules. In one careless moment, collision. If only he had paid attention. If only he had thought about the consequences. But recklessness doesn't forgive. And the result is always the same. An accident that could have been avoided. Accident 7. A dangerous curve, and a driver enters at full speed. He doesn't realize that a car ahead is moving slowly. He tries to stop, but it's too late. A small impact, then he loses control and tries to correct. But a deadly surprise awaits. From the opposite direction, another vehicle is speeding with no time to react. The result is catastrophic. What caused this? The first driver's reckless speed and poor judgment in the curve. To avoid such a fate, always slow down before turns, maintain control, and be prepared for surprises, because 1 second of caution can be the difference between survival and disaster. Accident 8. Extreme speed, and control is lost. A car rushes wildly. The driver tries to correct, but physics is unforgiving. The vehicle swerves dangerously, heading straight for a power pole. A brutal impact. A moment of silence, then the car flips in a horrific crash. The cause? Excessive speed and the inability to handle the vehicle. To avoid such a fate, never push beyond your limits. Because even a straight road can hide a deadly trap. The speed you think you control can turn into a disaster in an instant. Accident 9. Everything seems normal. The driver moves calmly, no danger in sight, but suddenly, a car enters the road without signaling, without priority, as if no one else exists. A critical moment, a short distance, and a crash seems inevitable. But with exceptional skill, the driver avoids disaster at the last second. The cause? The other driver's recklessness and complete disregard for traffic laws. To stay safe, never assume others are driving carefully. Stay ready for the unexpected, because your quick reflexes may be the only thing between you and disaster. Accident 10. A massive truck suddenly changes lanes from the third lane to the second, without noticing the car in that lane. A close call and a crash is barely avoided. But look again, the real reason appears. A parked car in the third lane forced the truck driver to make a sudden move. One mistake leads to another, and disaster was only seconds away. To stay safe, never stop in fast-moving lanes and always check before changing direction. Because a split second can mean the difference between life and tragedy. Accident 11. A driver moves too slowly or is nearly stopped, but behind him another vehicle approaches at high speed. A critical moment, a short distance, and no time to react. A brutal crash. But the real disaster happens when a third vehicle arrives at full speed, unable to stop in time. The result? A massive pileup, cars scattered, total chaos. What caused this? Sudden speed differences and failure to maintain a safe distance. The solution is simple but life-saving. Keep a consistent speed with traffic. Avoid sudden stops, because a fraction of a second can make the difference between a minor accident and a catastrophe. Accident 12. A driver stops suddenly in a curve. A blind spot. But from behind, another vehicle is coming fast. A moment of panic, the driver slams the brakes, tires screech, the car swerves, but stops at the last second. Luckily, he wasn't speeding. Otherwise, the result would have been deadly. The cause? Stopping in an unsafe location and not anticipating the road conditions. To stay safe, never stop in curves, choose a safe spot, because a split second can be the difference between survival and disaster. Accident 13. A shocking scene. A car collides with a bus, but it doesn't stop there. It keeps pushing it forward. The bus driver desperately tries to regain control, wheels skid, passengers scream, but the vehicles won't stop. The cause? Brake failure or reckless acceleration by the driver. In such situations, every second counts, and controlling speed and distance can be the difference between a minor accident and an unforgettable disaster. Accidents can happen at any moment, but understanding their causes and avoiding deadly mistakes can save lives. Driving is a responsibility, and awareness is the key to safety. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling content. See you in the next video.